Well, Presidential Aspirant Bongbong Marcos releases SALN, or more importantly, should he? That big question and more with former President of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, Atty. Domingo Cayosa. Atty. Cayosa, welcome po to the big story.
Good evening, Robbie, and good evening to your viewers.
Atty. Cayosa, sabi po ni Ferdinand Marcos Jr., pagka raw hayaan yung kung sino-sino, pati media, civil society, kahit sino pa, to access a SALN, baka raw iharas lang yung mga politiko, baka lang daw manggulo lang sa trabaho nila. What is right or what is wrong with that argument?
Well, yung ganyang pag-iisip, that was already considered by the authors of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, which requires submission and of SALN and making them public. That kind of argument was already considered by the framers of the 1987 Constitution, which makes it mandatory for public officials, public employees to file SALN, and nakalagay sa ating Constitution, Article 11, Section 17, they shall be made public. That was also considered already by members of Congress when they enacted the ethical standards for public officials, which says in one section that SALN shall be made available to the public within reasonable hours. So malinaw ang mga batas. Those arguments were already considered, but still the law provides that SALN should be submitted and should be made available to the public because the public has a right to know about the finances of public officials, and SALN and the filing of SALN has been proven in many other countries as one of the best practices to deter and curb graft and corruption in government.
Atty. Cayosa, you stressed you're required to file and, pati yung and, in-stress nyo, and make it available to the public. But why are we where we are right now, where in practice there is a very clear distinction between filing and giving the public access?
Well, it is very unfortunate, and it speaks so badly of the culture of our country and our lawmakers, because though the Constitution uses the imperative word shall be made public, the laws of the land, the anti-graft laws, make it a duty of government and a right of the people to know. Unfortunately, in the execution of these very clear laws, government in different departments, the Supreme Court, the executive branch, Congress, they have put so many restrictions and limitations, including the office of the Ombudsman, which is supposed to be the #1 promoter of transparency and accountability. If you remember, Robin, these different government bodies, high officials have come up with rules that make it practically impossible for people, including media, to gain access to these supposedly public documents.
Okay. So, Atty. Cayosa, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time, but I have to ask this. I'm sure there is no short answer to this. Pero ano pong solusyon dyan? If, as you pointed out, the executive, the legislature, both houses of Congress, and for that matter, even the Supreme Court, and then now even the independent body that is the Ombudsman, everybody have really conspired to put up rules and regulations so as to make it practically impossible. Ano po ang redress ng public dito?
Well, what we're doing now, discussing is one, and we hope that it is made an election issue. We should ask those who are running for top positions of government their position on this, because it is a very potent measure against graft, but it is poorly implemented. So we hope it is an election issue this year.
Okay, maraming salamat po. That was former IBP President Atty. Domingo Cayosa.